Well, greetings everybody. It is I, Umber Rays, here to give you, and we're recording this live tonight. We're recording this live, so if you hear some other things in the background, that is my chat being tricky. So tonight we are going to be having a collaboration announcement, and let's roll right into the video right now. Hopefully we're not going to get a stream reset, but it does happen. So here we go. I've been banned from saying this word by my chat in the middle of the video, but it's okay. You can easily tell what is going to be the collaboration this time around. It is very clearly right on screen with the mobile game, which is a tactics-based game as well. However, as you're about to see, we are going to be getting a few characters, 3 characters total, and a total of 2 vision cards with this collaboration. And you can also get a little bit of a sneak preview through this video of what the units are going to be. You're going to be noticing one right away here that is very essential to the franchise. It is the slime itself. And so, what else are we looking at? We're looking at 2 brand new characters that, as far as I know, at the time of this recording, are both demon type characters. Even though one does look human, as from my research, Pizarro is a demon character and is like anti-human, so we'll see what that looks like in a little bit. But you can see the 2 characters here that we will be getting. Each of them, I think, are going to be kind of following each other. The ice demon, which we'll just skip a little bit ahead, do some infographics after a whole bunch of talking. Just gotta find it. Go back up just a bit. There we are. So this is the preview for how the event will be going out for banners. So on August 24th will be the start of the event, and we will be getting Demon Guy. I don't know his name. Demon Master, Demon Guy, standard Dragon Quest villain that always appears somewhere in a trailer for Dragon Quest. Yeah, I said the word because they did give me a thanks, Leafa, for giving me a pass on that one. But you'll notice that he is a ice elemental character, and he is a magic-based character. Not 100% sure what weapon type he will be, if any at all, because as we're going to get into this collaboration, there's a little bit of weirdness to do. There's also a vision card. Now, this vision card, since it's coming out the same time as the character, I expect it to be a nice elemental one. It does feature Killer Machine on it and some original artwork, which looks really good. But at the time, I don't know if the Killer Machine is meant to be an Esper. Scroll up through my notes. Well, the powerful enemy appears, but I don't see any notes, so maybe there could be, but there isn't a get, so just kind of put a pin in that one, I guess. Moving on, second character released on September 1st will be a fire elemental character called Pizarro, who is a physical character. We'll take a look a little more into the details about these 2 characters in a second. But fire and ice are going to be that, and the free character this time around will be the slime, which will be a thunder elemental character. So looking at our Demon Lord here, things to note. So first of all, his main job will be called Great Satan or Demon Lord. Second job will be Guru, and last job is going to be Green Mage. He is 90 cost, and of course, limited. Shouldn't have to ask at this point, but just in case, I'll say it anyway. Now, as for his kit, he is considered to be a high endurance and wide range kind of mage. He has top right is the most notable ability, which gives a increased HP, heals for the amount of HP increase, gives himself a barrier, and just makes him. There's also another interesting thing, which is he has a feature to him that every time the hit happens, bravery goes down, which I'm going to be very interested to see how that is coded, how that works, and what the values are, because new features in the game, such as like Celeste's runic ability, often tend to be a little bit on the stronger side, so we'll take a look and see. Other than that, he does have HP absorption. The bottom ability on the left is a single target ability, which not only has a little bit of a status debuff on it, deals large damage, is non-elemental, and restores part of the damage to his own HP. So we're looking at a character that is very, very durable, can pass durability on to other characters, and with his own barrier has a good chance of survival and recovering all of the HP. And his last attack is just a wide AoE, which is always nice to see. And not only is it going to be dealing large amounts of damage, it's also dealing with Frostbite, which is a powerful status effect, and on a large AoE, sure. And this character has a very good chance of getting that kind of attack off. As for his limit burst, really high damage deal E-type thing. So yeah, looks like a very strong get for a already very strong element, combined with Velis and potentially Snow. There could be just a really strong ice elemental magic team, and if Killer Machine does turn out to be an Esper and is an Ice Esper, could be very interesting to say the least. So we will have to see about all of that. Now let's scrub ahead to a Fire Elemental character, because I think a lot of people have been waiting for a Fire Elemental character to show up, and Pizarro, think of him, some people have said in my chat that he's kind of maybe the Sephiroth Dragon Quest, so maybe. But Pizarro is likely to be not classified as a human, likely to be classified as a demon. From what I understand from global people, Ibarra is pretty strong. 90 cost, Fire Elemental, physical based character. Let's go, there it is. Samurai is his second job. His third job is Trick Lancer, and his primary job is Demon King. Now, as for the character himself, here's a big note at the time of recording that apparently the devs haven't quite finished him yet. They've been talking about AP regeneration potentially, as well as follow-up attacks, kind of like Astrius. We all kind of remember what that was like the last time. So you're gonna have to wait and see exactly how his attack is, but his limit burst is an all enhancement canceling massive damage attack with high range on it, which is very useful. He also has some non-elemental attacks with some AoE attacks that also have an increased hit chance, and he has Guts, or what is it called? Brave or Immortal Spirit, whatever that thing is called. Take a lot of damage and survive with a single HP. Honestly, might be a really strong character, because at the time of evaluation, they could make this character just really strong, because apparently he is fairly famous in the Dragon Quest world. I don't know, this is a tune in later to find out kind of moment, because with the devs still kind of working on him, it needs to be seen. But it looks like Fire's not getting a vision card through this collaboration, and that could be slightly problematic for this character really excelling at how strong he could be. But I don't know, there's some things that feel like it might be missing in his kit, and Fire as an element is kind of in a semi-strong position, maybe against a lot of ice elemental teams, but not against anyone else. I don't know. If you want my honest opinion, I would put more stock into the Ice Mage being the really great character here, because just seems like a much stronger overall direction in kit, and in a very strong element too, with very strong characters to back them up. As for this character, Fire's just not in an amazing place, and until I see more vision card support for it and just more character support, I'm going to put a just wait and see kind of thing. I do think it was also mentioned that he might be somewhat of an evadey character, and I'm really not sold on Fire evasion. So we'll skip a bit ahead and talk about the next part, which is essentially the big long month that will be Dragon Quest, and not going to be dragging with the amount of stuff. So here is our free unit for everyone who complained about always getting light elemental free units. Fuck you, because we got a lightning this time, and it is N rarity. This is what you get for complaining. I hope this is all of your faults, but no. Seriously, let's talk about it. Slime is going to be a free character that you get at the start, and by completing at different stages of the month, you'll get everything to raise them up to a level 120, basically free, which is great. Free units, fun units are always a positive, and for people who are looking for limited options, a 20 cost unit might be really intriguing to them. So this character, as you can see here, this is the spaced out kind of plan for how this will come out in segments, and by September 14th, you'll potentially be able to get him all the way up to 120. And as far as I know, Slime can equip any weapon in the game, can also has a certain ability from Ketone where if the HP is high enough, actually can survive a fatal hit, which is really curious. I mean, this might just be a unit that you really kind of want for limited cost events. Maybe it's just a really interesting kind of weird little tank character. But we don't know anything else about it. We know it's a 20 cost Thunder unit, it's N rarity. We have no idea about the sub jobs, so tune in next week to find out, I guess. Weird, but kind of cool. All right. Let's move on to what we will be doing over the course of the month of September, which is the second community event. Currently going on JP is the Oban Festival, and next will be metal slime hunting throughout the course of the month. If enough of the JP community kill enough metal slimes, 20 million total, we will earn a hefty sum of lapis for each and every player, which is a nice little bonus. Continuing on, there will be a raid from September 7th to the 14th, which will be against this one and Killer Machine, so I'm assuming that this will be primarily a fire-driven raid, so everyone who's been saying you got nothing to do with your fire elemental characters, here you go. And that's not all, because coming with the raid is a free UR vision card. By doing the raid, you will be able to get this vision card, and through a certain quest, you'll also be able to raise this vision card. No details about who this is exactly for, but look at that happy ass slime on that vision card. You want that vision card, don't you? Of course you do. All right. Moving on, there will also be some logging campaigns to do with Dragon Quest for the entire month, to do with new weapons. So there is confirmed a weapon for Pizarro. There is not confirmed to be a weapon for the Ice Demon, but again, I am more convinced that the Ice Demon will be better. There will also be a couple of summon tickets that will be given out for people to potentially get one of the Dragon Quest characters. Now let's skip a whole bunch of the blah blah blah, and the reason that we're skipping a whole bunch of the blah 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 is there's nothing interesting through this part. Just a bunch of, hey look, there's all this cross promotion stuff going on, advertising within advertising, gotta love it. We will have a bunch of campaigns that will be going on through Wotv, increased drops, increased shard drops, which is always a nice thing to see, because that is the thing we on JP want to see the most. There it is, from September 1st to September 8th. And keep in mind, fun fact in the middle of this video, Globalers, remember, this is your Halloween collaboration. Work that into your planning. Dragon Quest is going to be your, planning kind of thing. Alright, but that was not the only surprise tonight. We've gone through the collaboration news at this point, and I don't think I've missed anything really too terribly important, but then we got into the roadmap, and the roadmap does have something interesting coming forward, which is a shifting how Guild Wars will look, kind of maybe through certain events or permanently. And if this looks familiar, you probably played Epic 7 or Summoner's War. This is just going to be a new way of doing these kind of events, and we'll find more potentially about Anniversary when it launches. Okay, now we're going to get to the overall incredibly exciting news, because up until this point of the stream, I was pretty ho-hum. I was looking at this Ice Wizard thinking, you know, maybe it's a 90 cost, which means it probably doesn't have the shittiest banners in the world. But not really for me. Guild raid, okay, alright, there's a bunch of stuff being given out. Maybe they could announce something for the rest of us. Well, here it is. Say hello to another story 2. That's right, another story, the Crystal Warrior story, is coming back, and if you see right there, you are not seeing it wrong. For everybody who was hoping, saying Astria should have been dark, say hello to our Dark Warrior of the Crystal. At this point, not entirely 100% sure what her weapon will be or her kit, but looking based from the artwork, could be a spear, could be a staff. But the dark element getting a Warrior of Crystal, I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing the return of the dark meta very shortly. Dark was not already too far behind and still had really great characters, and to see this kind of character show up is potentially going to be a little bit overpowered. Let me just double check and see if there is just any other details, because yes, there is going to be a few other details here. So not only are we going to see the Warrior of Darkness, but we will also be seeing potentially the other Warrior crystals that we might be missing too. Yes, there may be more. Maybe Earth will get a Warrior crystal. Maybe Light will get another Warrior crystal. Whoever was previous to Lucio, you don't know, but it's exciting to say the least. I'm pretty excited to see this kind of event coming back, because this has been one of my personal favorite things that have been added to Wotv, even though, of course, the Warrior crystals are very expensive to get and whatnot. They are exciting, they are unique, they feel very powerful, and all of that is exciting. And the Dart, I'm just going to put her up on screen. Dart, she looks awesome. She looks really great. Love her design. So we're continuing on that trend with the Warrior crystal. Well, as for when its start date is, no details were actually given, but the last time that another story was actually announced, they usually come pretty quick. And it could be as early as September 1st, because we've seen Violet launch at the same time as Astrius or Astoria, and that could be the exact kind of same situation here, where we see that happen. Or could be middle of September, could be early October, but I would not place too many bets being really any further back than that, because Anniversary will be a different time, and we'll just see. We'll see. But I'm really happy to see another story come back, and looking pretty damn hype. And as for Globalers, you know what? We'll give you a little bit, one last preview into your future. These were a whole bunch of stream rewards. Of course, Lapis is not on this picture right here, but as always included. I ran out of music. Uh-oh, channel point options are really dangerous now. But here are a whole bunch of stream rewards. Globalers can expect this also in the future. So there you go. A wrap up of everything that was said on the live stream in a brisk under 20 minutes. And there's a lot. There's a lot coming to the game. Dragon Quest may not be your most favorite thing, but could hold some interesting power-ups for the ice and fire element, and we'll just have to wait and see about that. There it is. As for the Warrior of Crystal Darkness, I am incredibly excited to see another story coming back. It is just one of my favorite parts of the game, and I'm really glad that they listen to people and are just continuing that. So the sooner we can get that into the game, the better. I just foresee myself being a dark elemental. But that's all for this video. Of course, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for instant notifications. I'm just kidding. I never promote this crap at the beginning. But let us know if you're excited for any of the stuff that was said on stream today. And of course, there's still more coming in the future as we get into the month of October for Halloween and the month of November Horror's 3rd anniversary. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.